Hey YouTube, coming at you with an Emolga team, and as the title said, this thing is very, very disappointing. And I'm gonna go over why, because it actually last season, yeah, before the change up, it got acrobatics, and then it became super interesting and strong, and then this season it sucks. Is essentially how it comes down to. So why is that? So let's look at the info. So the moveset is actually great. You have Thunder Shock, which is a super, super fast charging fast move, right? So it doesn't do a lot of damage, 3.6 damage per second, but that 9 energy per second, right? We're looking at like a clone of like Mudshot here. So very, very, very fast charging. Uh, it has 2 electric moves. You mostly just use Discharge. So like in terms of damage per energy, it is probably better to run Thunderbolt, but you run Discharge because of just how glassy it is. And then before it only had Aerial Ace, so it's like Aerial Ace Discharge, not really hard hitting moves. But now it has Acrobatics, so it's only a 60 energy move for 110 damage. For those of you who don't know, Acrobatics is such a hard hitting move. So it's like, okay. And then they got the move last season where it's like, okay, an Electric to beat Noctowl, okay to deal with Lantern, Acrobatics destroys Metachamps. Like, this thing's going to be very, very meta. And it had some play for a bit. People used it and were like, it's good, it has play. And then they changed everything. And everything that has changed is the meta change. So now you have Gligar, which is just a better flyer. And then you have a Sand Slash, which when it got the drill run started appearing everywhere. And so you have things hunting for flyers in Gligar. So you're already weak to ice. So you have a lot of ice coming out. And the other thing that it has the problem is so glassy. So here we are, and this is why it just gets severely outused by other Pokemon. So Emolga 100, so it's a more of attack heavy Pokemon, right? More attack than Gligar, but like defense and stamina are terrible. Like 1753, that's a terrible overall stat product. Super low defense, super low stamina. And again, you're just seeing like how much more stamina and defense Gligar has, which makes it so much better. And then there's like, again, Noctowl, why it was so strong, same sort of thing. Just beefed up stamina defense. Altaria as a flyer, just 2100, right? So there's so many other Pokemon. It was screwed. Even Skarmory probably has better stack products, right? Yeah, outside the attack. So this is more of attack heavy Pokemon. And the problem is if you're an attack heavy Pokemon, you better have moves that can grab shields and acrobatics. Yes, in neutral situations or super effective situations, acrobatics is an insane move. Discharge is not. And the problem is you're too glassy to run Thunderbolt. As you're going to see in some of these battles, I just get like lit up because it's just like one Ice Punch, non-stop Ice Punch does like 60%, and like Body Slams do like 50%. Like it's a very, very, very glassy Pokemon. So I tried a bunch of teams and failed miserably with all of them. So I just put in the Swampert Sableye core because I told you that if I want to win team matchups, I just use this core. The other problem with Molga is, again, a lot of people used Noctowl because it had Shadow Ball for coverage. Now everyone's using Gligar because it has Dig for coverage. This doesn't have coverage. Discharge, Acrobatics. You will get walled by like certain ground steel Pokemon like Steelix and stuff like that. And then it's just too glassy. So we'll look at it in action. Not one that you need to build up by any means necessary. So this is part of me dropping a lot. So you're probably going to see some like unique teams. I've dropped like 400 ELO since hitting the all-time high. Not all-time high, but like high this season that I showcased like yesterday. So this matchup is good. Super effective claws versus neutral claws. I can live one move here. Even if it's a wild charge, I probably could have lived. Yeah, it would have been close, but live a Surf. They go back Surfs. I could probably just farm down. Out comes a Ninetales. So, oh yeah, look at Emolga go right in the bench. Right now it's a pretty hard game. We'll have to see what they have in the back. But right now I'm just gonna get to 2 Hydros, take out this. If the Mew comes back in, I'll take that out, and we'll see what is left. Metachamps left. So potentially grab a shield here, but again, Sableye probably gonna be able to take it anyways. They're probably just going to farm down, right? Take this, just farm down, come up with a move. So the question is, who am I going to take this on? I'm going to win CMP. That makes sense. Win CMP. This is not a mistake. This is, let me stop this here because the game actually let me come back from this one. I don't know what happened in this most recent update. My game has hard crashed my phone like 4 or 5 times like that. So basically what happens is this one actually came back, which is great. What normally happens is it like goes here and it doesn't come back. The game just like stops for like 20 seconds and then I go to like try to like, I can't even exit the game. My phone absolutely crashes and I have to restart the entire phone. And this has happened like 5 times and it's only happened since the last update has been pushed. I don't know what the heck is going on, but it's super annoying. Emolga's not even going to get in the game here. I swear Emolga does get into some of these games, but I don't need it to come in this game. Great showcase. Great number 1 showcase. Okay. Registeel. So I'm probably going to lose this lead. I'll chip it pretty low. And then Swampert's going to come in and probably Mudshot the rest of it down. So get 1 off. They'll get a Zap Cannon off. It won't take me out. I'll get another Foul Play off. Probably not enough to take out though. Not with an attack fall. For sure it is not enough to take out. So I will get this off. Put it low, but not enough to take it out. So put it low. They are going to try and catch. And okay, you think this is amazing. It is not, because an Ice Beam would do an insane amount. So basically I can win, but only in like the 2v1 shield, which I think is what happens here. So discharge, 50-ish%-ish. These bubbles, these are freaking bubbles from an Azumarill adding up on this thing, right? So an Ice Beam will 100% one-shot from this range, so I have to shield again. Oh, so 0 of 1. Gligar, so this is one of the interesting ones because Gligar doesn't have anything to throw at you. Airless, you're a flyer and a electric. So electric is resisting the wing attacks, and Airlace, and then the flying is resisting the dig. So it's kind of a weird come in here. So they throw a resisted dig. I guess that's only single resisted. I mean, I think wing attacks, I forget if it's single or double resisted with electric. So I grab a shield and we CMP. So, you know, I took an Azumarill and we got a shield here. So that's good. They're attack rows, but they instant swapped. I can live anything. Yeah, just Zap Cannon. Doesn't even lower my attack. Ariados. So Ariados poison is resisted by the ghost typing, so the poison's not going to hurt me. The lunges are going to come pretty fast and hard. Not enough to take me out in one, but you know, between the poisons and the second lunge, it's going to be pretty close. I think I can live another one. Yeah, because I just got to the yellow, which means that the lunge won't take me out from here. So I should be able to get at least one more foul play off, but not enough to take this out, and now they may be able to farm down all the way. Yeah, I'm not going to get to another one. I will get a couple mud shots here. The problem is they will get 2 lunges off, and I'll probably have to shield 1 right back, which is going to put me in an awkward position because I'll have energy, but I'm going to have to reset anyways on Emolga because I can't be 2 times lunged and throw something here. So take it out. I do have a bunch of energy, but I'm gonna have to reset, and I'm resetting on into a Jelson, so that's great until it's a Steelix, and then you have absolutely nothing to throw, and this is why everyone's using Gligar, because Gligar has coverage for steals, and Acrobatics ain't gonna do crap, and either is an electric into a ground. So RIP game. I have no chance of winning this game now, and it happened. You can say, why don't you use it on the lead? I did use it on the lead. I actually use it on the lead a lot, where I saw all the instant sashes, which like one-shots you with the Ice Punch. And your Acrobatics is resisted, and then Thundershock Discharge does not even 50%. And the game just screwed me there. There's no way that a Steelix should win CMP over Swampert, but it doesn't even register. So I said, this is a frustrating thing. Okay, I guess you have to just kind of stay in here because you really don't want your Swampert to see this. So you're just going to kind of stay in here. I assume they're just going to go straight Frenzy. There's no real reason to bait. So I shield up first. I could get 2 foul plays off before they get to next 2 win CMP. I assume, I think I win CMP. I do win CMP. So I expect to shield back to get the Frenzy off from them. Because Frenzies will hurt. Let's see what I decide to do here. I do decide to shield because I know I can outpace the next move. But now I'm down shields. And you can't really be down shields with an Emolga and Swampert in the back. They're too glassy to go down shields. So I got 1 shield back. They're farming up a lot, so that's unfortunate. They're going to get a foul play before I get to the Hydro. I just kind of have to eat it. And now Emolga will have to sweep. If I remember, is this the one I do sweep with Emolga? There's one that actually did do quite well with it. Get the farm down. I expect a Jellicent, so I'm like instant swapping. Or not Jellicent, that was last. Oh no, yeah, it's definitely not this one. This is gonna be a loss because an Ice Punch will probably take me out from this range. From a Shadow, oh, 100% this is gonna take me out. So goodbye Emolga. Like you can't use it in this current meta. I think it'll have play in limited metas if like Ground is gone, a Sandslash is in here. I think you have a lot more play there, but it's just not here. Dewgong Lead. That's the thing. Like half the water Pokemon in this meta are also ice, so you don't even like win those matchups. So I'll chip here. I think this is the one I sweep because I think this team is Dewgong, Medi, and Defense Deoxys. Because I remember them standing here and then I'm like, okay, Emolga actually has some play here. So they go for the full farm down. Not going to get it. I'll get to this third foul play, I guess. They shielded 1. This is the 3rd one. Again, I came back. Luckily, a lot of times I don't come back. So one mud shot. Out comes Defense Deoxys. I'll probably stay in this one for a little bit because Swampert has a decent matchup against Defense Deoxys because Rock Slide and Thunderbolt are resisted, so they usually need to throw a Psycho Boost, which I'm likely to shield because they're probably going to get out of here and into their other Pokemon. And I remember it is Medi. Let's see. I remember landing an Acrobatics on 1. I don't need to land it on here, this one though. But so you'll live 1 Ice Punch. Counters are resisted, but like resist counters and Ice Punch is going to take this down to like 40%. And look at those counters are freaking adding up. So it's just too glassy of a Pokemon for the current meta, and the typings are not on your side right now. But it is very spammy. Like here comes the Thundershock and Discharge. It is pretty attack heavy, so this does take out from this range. Counters resisted. So I'm going to get to an Acrobatics and take this out. So again, that's the sweep against 2 fighting Pokemon that both got chipped by Swampert, right? So amazing, but not really. So Froslass Lead, great lead. They get into Swampert. Basically what I'm doing here is I'm going to let them throw. The claws are enough to put this in Hydro Cannon range between the Mud Shots and Hydro Cannon. It probably actually won't take out. I'm probably going to need a few more Mud Shots to take this out. And now the shield 1. I think I go for the full. I think they get to another Hydro before I get to mine. And I just have to. Yeah, I think they get it here. So I maybe could have won CMP, but 1 attack is always a little risky to try and throw on CMP. I'd rather just have energy coming out. Froslass will come in. I will get 2 Hydros off before they farm me down, but they are going to farm me down. So there's 1. Unfortunately, this will not be enough. They'll come out, they'll shield, and they'll just come out with like at least 1 move. No, what is in the back? A Lantern. So I came in here immediately just to like chip. So I'm like, maybe I can do Thundershock, Discharge. They throw right before here. I maybe should have shielded. I'm thinking that my thought process was Emolga's super. I should not scratch my beard so close to the mic. My thought process was Emolga's very spammy. So maybe I can just out spam this. Because I only need a couple. So there's one shield. But as you're seeing, like, neutral thunder or sparks adding up. It can live a surf, so I just have to eat it. But these sparks, I'm going to get spark down here. I'm going to get spark down here. These sparks are adding up so fast on this stupid Pokemon. So I try and like, maybe I can get a thing here. And I can. I'm like, maybe I can just like Mud Shot, Hydro, and Thundershock down. And I was close. I was close. But they're 2 Thundershocks away. There's one. But they have back-to-back to win this. But I'm like, they didn't throw a move there, but I think I was like 1 or 2 sparks away from being taken out too. So even though I got 2 Thundershocks there, I would have been taken out. So I couldn't. And this one I had it on the lead. I actually had it on the lead to start with. But then I'm like, Swampert is generally a better lead Pokemon. Or no, Sableye. I put Sableye because I'm like, most people use Lickitung as a safe swap. So neutral discharges, get off, and acrobatics. Again, this will hurt, but as you can see, most things it does not one shot. So they let it go. I think I get one more because they try and farm. Yeah. So I get 2 acrobatics off here, which is nice. But again, will not take out. Hurts a lot because Charjabug is actually quite tanky, but does not take out. So X-Scissor comes through. That hurts, so I'm going to have to start shielding. And out comes a Medi. I'm going to chip here. I don't need to chip. I can just come Stabilize, but I feel like chipping puts him in foul play range. 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 5. Maybe, I felt like 4 even with the sneak, but it's only a power punch. So once they power punch me, I'm like, you know what? I would have thrown maybe on CMP 6, but that's just another power punch. So going back-to-back power punches, making it obvious at that, just makes this an easy farm down for me. So I'll come out with a bunch of energy. What is in the back? It's another Froslass. So this is good. 1's not enough to take out from this range anyways. I'm just not even going to throw a move because that's the easier way to catch. So get this off. Not enough to take out. I can try and farm all the way down. Shield and farm. Yeah. And I think they try and like come with the Charjabug and I just farm it and then come out with a move. Yeah. So that's Emolga. So disappointing. I was so excited to use it last season and I didn't because I didn't have a good IV one. And now I have a decent IV one and it sucks. Just too many walls in the current meta. It's too glassy, too many ice, too many things that just doesn't do well against. So yeah, too bad. But that is Emolga. Let me know in the comments below if you used it and maybe I'm just like, I was gonna say I'm using it wrong. Is it better in the front or the back? I just don't think it has a play in the current meta, unfortunately. I think it's just too glassy, bad typing for the current meta. Doesn't have the coverage that Gligar and other Pokemon have for a move that can be thrown at like ground steals and stuff like that. So that is it. If you have any videos for Great League, you can submit them below. I am going to try and do the other videos on, I asked like moveset comparison, so I'll try A9 first, Powder Stone versus Charm, and then hopefully I'll bring a few of those videos there. I did see that there was at least one submission on Shadow Gramble. Unfortunately, there was only 4 battles. I can't showcase 4 battles. It'll be like a 6-minute video. So I'm going to need a little more than 4 battles. Most of my sets have 7 to 9 battles. So if you submit battles, 7 to 9 is the range that I would prefer. But that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.